This is gonna look very different than I wanted it to, but life happens. I threw my back out, so this is what you get. So this drill is called El Matreg. It comes from Algeria in North Africa, and it is a set of 12 strikes broken into 3 sets of 4 strikes and defenses. I use the first one as really a foundation and a fundamental movement drill. The second one is also really useful. I don't think I can accurately show you the third one, so I'm just going to show you the first 2. So the first one is a plus sign, is what I call it. So the strikes you're going to make with whatever you have, I just have a handy little stick, are going to go to the temples, the chin, and the top of the head. Stance-wise, doesn't really matter. I tend to say dominant hand, dominant foot a little bit forward. Gotta be careful. The blows are a forehand strike to your opponent's temple, and then I just kind of chamber. A backhand strike to your opponent's other temple, a shot coming straight up that goes at their chin, and then straight down at the head. So again, temple, temple, chin, head. The defenses for this are defend the temple, defend the temple, defend down, defend up. And it really is that simple. So on those defenses, especially for the down and the up, you want your arm out at enough of an angle that, you know, the sword isn't going to come down over the top of your head and hit you, or come underneath and hit you. For the side-to-side defenses, same thing. You want there to be somewhat of a gap. It's getting too much into it, but you can twist the body instead of just bringing the arm across, so you have that protection. Okay, so set number 1, and you do this as partners. One person throws all forward blows, 1, 2, 3, 4, while the other person defends, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you trade. So if I was the person who threw the blows first, then it'll be my turn to defend first. Should be pretty crystal clear. I use hand terms like forehand, backhand, because handedness doesn't matter. If you're right-handed, they're left-handed, whatever. Forehand, backhand, defenses happen. For the second set, so that first set is, if you only ever play with that set, that's great. The second set is multiplying. So the first one was adding, making a plus sign. The second set is multiplication. You're doing diagonal cuts. And so it's forehand, diagonal to the shoulder, backhand, down to the shoulder, forehand to the elbow, backhand to the elbow. So again, you are just making a multiplication sign, an X. Defenses for this get a little bit different. So the descending cut to my non-dominant side, so for me that's descending to my left side, I'm actually going to bring my stick or my sword up with the point slanted down and a little bit forward, boom. I'm going to come here to defend. Every other of the 3 cuts, I am simply going to cross cut. So the cut coming down this way, I'm going to cut into it. Cut coming up this way, I'm going to cut into it. Cut coming this way, I'm going to cut into it. So again, this is the only weird one. That cut coming in on my non-dominant side, I can defend coming up underneath it. Every other one just gets a straight cut downward into it. You can do the same cut downward into this one. Matreg has this. It makes sense with some of the later applications, but that's it. So that's the first 2 sets of the El Matreg. Again, Algerian stick fighting, that really was a form of saber training, but, you know, colonization, so we can't actually use swords.